All right, ladies and gentlemen, we had a bit of a microphone difficulty sitting right there. My broadcasting software is acting up and being ignorant tonight, but we're going to make it through the best we can tonight. Big shout out there to the fans on the KMA TV chat. Big shout out there to Pro Automotive. You gotta love it when the software gives you a hard time. But I tell you what, folks, one thing I hope that is not given a hard time tonight is Pocono. Last night, Pocono proving very difficult out here for a lot of drivers. Good sized looking field out here tonight, but it's going to take a lot of time, a lot of patience. Drivers had a very rough night last night. 13 cautions at Pocono. 40 of the 75 laps spent underneath caution. Travis Browder, Ryan Kuhn out there on that front line. We've got Gary Whitmer Jr. in the house, Jack Watts, Ronald Klein with RTK Motorsports, Jason Russo. Sponsor for tonight's race. Number 14, Nathan Sylvia back in third place. Mitchell Reeves on his right side. In the 0-2, Abe Bowden, position 5, as we get ready to roll. Now, thinking back to last night, remember, folks, there are only 3 corners here at Pocono. There is no turn 4. I think I might have thrown off a few drivers. Travis Browder having a very good race last night as well. Looking at Brad Ream in the number 61, third truck on that inside lane. And away we go, ladies and gentlemen. Kicking off 75 laps at, oh no, it's Pocono. Travis Browder side by side action. Nathan Sylvian making a run up to the middle groove. Mitchell Reeves in line. 74 A Bowden, Brad Ream battling for positions 5 and 6. Well, they're already doing better than they did last night, folks. By this time last night, we had already had 1 caution, and I'm really liking the way this is sliding out. We've got 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Drivers taking it a lot easier than they were out here last night. Brad Ream currently in 6th position. Ryan Kuhn started 2nd, remaining off in 2nd position. Side-by-side action, Mitchell Reeves. Mitchell Reeves with a big hit on those brakes. Otherwise, he would have run over the number 51 of Travis Browder. Nathan Sylvia falling back in line behind the 0-2 of Mitchell Reeves. Straight line formation. A Bowden currently in 6th position. Donald Stewart sitting in position 7, being chased down by Ronald Hartfield. We've got contact in the back. Taking a look at Tyler Chalk, I do believe, in the number 4. Ronald Klein coming underneath. Contact made right there between the number 76 and the number 4. Not quite sure who may have been at fault. Don't really care who is at fault. I know these drivers will both own it. But contact with the number 76 and the number 4, Tyler Chalk. Tyler Chalk going for a ride round and round and round. Tyler Chalk goes. Oh no, say it isn't so. Looking at the number 91. 91 not able to get up on that position. 91 into the out of control car, number 4. And then into the pathway of the number 11, Danny Rudy. Tough break there for Danny Rudy. Out there minding his own business, driving around to caution, and unfortunately, Joel Guy ricocheting off of the Tyler Chalk. Joel Guy N2 pit row going to try to do his best to get those engines fixed. And back there on that track, back to live action up there in front with Travis Browder. Travis Browder, first place position. Not sure what the deal it is with the broadcasting software, but my instant replay graphics are not working either, folks. Nor is my driver page, so I am scrambling. I do believe there's a little bit of miscommunication out here between iRacing and my software. A little bit of miscommunication there, bringing out our first caution of the night here at Pocono. They got 2 laps further along than they did last night, so that's a good sign. How about it, Travis Browder? Have you got a copy?
Hey, Scott, how you doing tonight, Cap? Hey.
Doing very good. Talk to me about tonight already.
Track positions, everything here. We're at Pocono in the trucks. Hopefully we'll have a better race, and hopefully we'll have some green flag races and pit stops.
All right, now are the trucks a little bit easier? Are they harder to manage? How are they feeling out here to you compared to last night?
The trucks feel a lot easier to handle because they're so fun to drive. They're very easy to drive, so I'm hoping we'll have a lot of fun here for sure.
All righty, what is the atmosphere out there on the track?
It's going to get tight on the longer runs as we go. It's going to hopefully it may come down to fuel mileage. Because last time we were here, I won this race on a fuel mileage race a couple weeks ago when we ran the trucks here. So I think I've learned something last time we were here.
All righty, well, you are good to go out there. Started first in first place position. So good luck to you, Travis Browder.
All right, thank you, Scott. Have fun, Cap.
Travis Browder out representing Maximum Velocity Racing. Now he's going to be in challenge with Ryan Kuhn. How about it, Ryan Kuhn? Have you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
All righty, you got some serious competition right there in front of you. What do you think?
Definitely going to be an interesting race tonight. I know top 4 trucks right now are pretty quick, pretty even. So I hope this plays out good for us. I think it's going to come down to pit strategy and what we're going to take, pit stops, and hopefully have a clean battle for the lead. Just good old racing up here, so hopefully it turns out pretty good for us tonight. Top 3 would be nice.
All righty, copy that. Good looking truck right there. You're driving the Toyota Tundra. Talk to me about the design on that truck.
Honestly, I don't even know what paint scheme I'm running. I think I'm running the Traxxas truck. Is that right?
Yeah, fastest name in radio control.
Yes, sir. So I think we picked this truck. I was on trading paint, so I was like, oh, this looks like a cool paint scheme. So I might as well pick it. So, look, pretty cool paint scheme tonight. It's a different kind of paint scheme, so just wanted to run it tonight. It'll be pretty fun. Hopefully, put this Traxxas truck on victory lane.
All right, well, you're looking very good out there. Good luck to you, Ryan Kuhn.
Thank you.
Underneath our first caution of the night, hopefully one of few. Already, the drivers talking about how the trucks feel different than the big cars. The big one's going to be on Friday, folks. We're going to be heading back to Pocono in the Cup cars, the Chevy SSs, the Ford Fusions, the Toyota Camrys, and those are very powerful vehicles. Drivers are allowed to work on the mechanics of the vehicles on Friday. So we're going to see what they can come up with, and hopefully, maybe we'll see 75 laps of green flag racing come this Friday. Mitchell Reeves still holding third position. Nathan Sylvia, Brad Ream with only 3 cautions in. Not a lot of activity up there as far as lane changing. Donald Stewart, 7th position. Jason Russo, our sponsor for the night, sitting with a very solid 9th place. Gary Whitmer Jr. currently sitting in 13th position. Gary Whitmer showing his support for KMA Racing in the black and red. Nice looking truck there. Lee Ryerson in the 125 showing his support for Nikki Clenny driving the Angels Never Die. Big shout out there to Pad. People against distracted driving. Drivers are lining up double file. Gary Whitmer will be restarting behind the number 20 of Dave Acacia. Brad Ream on the inside lane in the number 61, representing RTK Motorsports. RTK's Brad Ream and Ronald Klein, both out here tonight. Abe Bowden in the Toyota Skittle Mobile on the inside lane. Going to put you in-car cam with Abe Bowden on this restart. Staring at the tail end of the number 14, Nathan Sylvia. Nathan Sylvia saying, I want to go fast. Well, too fast out here will get you in a whole lot of trouble, as it did last night for several drivers. Here in Abe Bowden dropped the Toyota Tundra into second gear, getting ready to roll. This will be our first restart of the night. Side by side with Brad Ream. Shifting at 123. Already taken out there on a 3-wide start there. These drivers already going at it hard and heavy, and that's what got them into trouble last night, folks. Driver patience, driver tire wear. But I tell you what, Abe Bowden is a man on a mission. Jumping up with Nathan Sylvia as he's trying to track down the 0-2 of Mitchell Reeves up onto the rear end of the number 72, down to the inside. He is all over Mitchell Reeves in the Southeast Motorsports Chevy Silverado, having to back her down, pull her down. We're looking at speeds at the apex of 148, getting her up to 159, 60, climbing fast. Will he hit 175 before that corner? He's up to 178, 180. Backing her down at 183. Running a fast lap of a 54.321. Last lap, 56. Getting a big push onto Mitchell Reeves. Nathan Sylvia knocking on that inside door, trying to get the run past 0-2. 0-2 making a run on that outside. Nathan Sylvia losing that opportunity. Dropping on back, checking back with Gary Whitmer in position 13, racing side by side with the number 4 of Tyler Chalk. Tyler Chalk going to that outside lane. Huge track, 5 lanes. But I tell you what, you would think with 5 lanes to pass, and passing would not be such a bear out here at Pocono. We've got smoke on that track. All right, we've got contact there between the number 6172. All right, we're going to move it forward. I think that involved Abe Bowden. And we're going to back it up one more time and see exactly what happened. We're looking at the number 74 and the number 78 running side by side. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I cannot call this one here, but that is exactly what happened. And after impact came a bit of a big one. The number 61 looking like he's going just out of control. One more looky-see here. Side by side, 61 Brad Ream couldn't stop, gets turned across the nose of the number 13 Jason Russo. That will bring out our second caution of the night, ladies and gentlemen. I tell you what, I do want to back it up one more time, look at it from a blimp, and we're going to count how many drivers got caught up into that racing action right there. Side by side, crash, bang, boom, rear end, right side into wall, across the nose, 1, 2. Looking like only 2 drivers actually sustaining a lot of damage, but Brad Ream indeed getting the short end of that stick right there, folks. Unfortunate break there for Brad Ream, representing RTK. He was a victim in that. He was nothing but a little guppy in a pond trying to survive, and there it goes, folks. Second caution of the night coming out on lap 9 of 75. Number 61, Brad Ream in pit row, getting it repaired. Jason Russo currently in 9th position, started out here in 13th. Pretty sure most of these drivers will be heading off there into pit row tonight. Donald Stewart, Abe Bowden, Jack Watts, Ronald Hartfeld, Jason Russo, Tyler Chalk into pit row. Gary Whitmer Jr. heading off into pit row as well. Gary Whitmer driving the Springfield Armory. KMA Racing supporting pad there on the side of that Chevy Silverado. Very nice black and red looking truck right there. We're going to get Gary back up on that track safe and sound, and then we're going to talk to Gary and find out his thoughts out here at Pocono. How about it, Gary Whitmer? Have you got a copy?
I got you, Scott. How you doing?
Doing very good. We're not having flashbacks to last night yet, are we?
No, let's not.
Alrighty. Are the drivers out here tonight handling it a little bit better than last night?
Yeah, I think the track is sticking a little bit better, and everybody seems to handle pretty good out here so far.
All right. Do you think that was due to the discussion and the communication, or is it just due simply to a different vehicle?
I think a little bit of both.
Alrighty, because we have
kind of calm this crowd down and everybody get a pace, and I think we'll be good.
Alrighty, and how are you feeling about the upcoming Cup car taking on that at Pocono Friday?
A little bit shy on the Cup car. Haven't had a whole lot of track time in the Cup car, and they're a beast of a car to drive.
All right, but a whole lot of fun. Tell us real quick about the Springfield Armory USA black and red KMA Chevy Silverado.
Yeah, the Chevy Silverado Springfield Armory. I got a Springfield 40 caliper, and I thought Springfield Armory would be a good scheme to put up. As you can see, it's got bullet holes on the side, so I thought it'd be a pretty neat scheme from over-the-top paints and designs of John Hendrick.
Alrighty, we are indeed looking at those bullet holes, but I'm also seeing the support for PAD. And hey, a big thank you there for supporting PAD.
Yep, PAD all the way. People
right.
get distracted driving.
Alrighty, good job, Gary, and we'll keep an eye out there, and good luck to you, sir.
All right, thanks, Scott.
Hoping Gary Whitmer can indeed stay out of trouble tonight. Lap 11 of 75, 64 to go out here at Pocono. Now keep in mind, folks, that these cautionary laps at Pocono, they are just about 2 minutes long. So it's really critical for these drivers out here to work together and to do what they can to ensure a great race. A little bit of damage there on the rear end of Gary Whitmer. Not going to be a big issue out there tonight. Big shout out there to Paul Pellizier, not able to join us tonight in the Chevy Silverados and Toyota Tundras, but able to join us out there on that KMA TV chat. Jack Watts into 11th position. Started 11th, currently into 7th, gaining 4 spots. Nathan Sylvia started 3rd, currently is in 2nd place. Travis Browder leading every lap so far out here at Pocono. Drivers lining up, double file. Jason Russo dropping to 15th position. David Acacia, 2 laps down. Next week, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be attacking Michigan. That is going to be some good, hard racing out there at Michigan. One of our tracks that we actually do a pretty good job at as far as controlling the cautions. It's a big track. It's a wide track. It's got 4 corners. That's going to help for sure out there. And I tell you what, I think that this week, once we do get away from Pocono, these drivers will breathe a sigh of relief. We're going to have Charlotte coming up. Charlotte, always a blast to run. Running the Super Speedway Daytona the 4th of July week. We're going to see some Kentucky. And we're going to be wrapping it up in 13 weeks at, I do believe it is Milwaukee. Leader's discretion on the starts. Travis Browder side by side with Nathan Sylvia. Ronald Klein working his way up to position 3. Travis Browder with a big foot on that big pedal, getting a very good run. Ryan Kuhn ducking down behind the number 51. Nathan Sylvia staying top lane. Ronald Klein following suit down on the low side. Keeping a very close eye on Mitchell Reeves and Abe Bowden. Getting very tight with the 02 and the number 74. Mitchell Reeves with a duck and run underneath. Ronald Klein left that inside door open, rubbing with the white strips there on that apron. A lot of drivers got into trouble with those white strips on that apron last night. Mitchell Reeves one more time with a big dive, getting underneath the number 76, but cannot quite complete that pass. Three wide action back there behind RTK with Abe Bowden. Back up to double file racing, RTK 76 ahead of Mitchell Reeves. Mitchell just cannot quite seem to be able to get underneath him and stay. One more time with a duck and run. And this time the pass is completed. Good job there by Mitchell Reeves. Jack Watts making his way around the number 74 of Abe Bowden, currently in 7th position. Jack Watts supporting Southeast Motorsports and Pad. Abe Bowden in the Skittle Toyota Tundra, position 7. Donald Stewart back flying solo in position 17. Started 7th, early trouble for Donald Stewart. Jason Russo currently in 10th position. He started out 13th, getting around the number 15 of Ronald Hartfeld. Driver down, number 4, Tyler Chalk, is down on the apron. Getting it back on track, back up to speed. Definitely going to slow him down as Lee Ryerson goes ripping past. Lee Ryerson in position 12. Jason Russo coming around the number 16. Still trying to chase down Abe Bowden. Number 16 belonging to Frederick Hofstetter. Starter 15th, currently in 9th position. When these drivers do come around those chutes, they pretty much stay out of that low lane unless they're trying to make a pass. Seems like most of the passing is actually happening in the corners. Now only 3 corners out here, so basically you get three attempts. Well, there goes Jason Russo with a run on Abe Bowden. Abe Bowden on that outside lane. Jason Russo making a run. Jason Russo completing that pass. Abe Bowden waiting for Jason Russo to open up that inside door. We are on lap 18 of 75. Drivers doing a much better job out here tonight. Very excited about tonight's race. Travis Browder sitting in 2nd position. In-car camera with Travis Browder. Running a fast lap of a 53.928. Last lap 54.203. Just a stone's throw away from taking back that first place position. But he knows he's got 57 laps to go. Oftentimes you just want to sit here and wait, hoping that the driver in front of you will make some sort of a mistake. Nathan Sylvia currently in 3rd place position. About a second off of our race leader. Coming up on slower traffic. We'll see how they maneuver their way around the slower traffic. Slower traffic oftentimes being a factor out here. They've got a very good running coming up fast. Up to the high side, slower traffic staying down low. That is the number 91 of Joel Guy. Ryan Kuhn leading 5 laps, started 2nd. Tonight is the Ryan and Travis show, ladies and gentlemen. These 2 drivers doing a most excellent show out here tonight. All these drivers actually out here doing a much better job than last night. Checking in with Ronald Klein. Ronald Klein currently in 5th place position. Now, when you're stretched out on a solo run like this, folks, is where you can actually make a little bit better time. You don't have to worry about checking up, jacking up, working your way around other drivers. Right now, Ronald Klein in a very good position, sitting in 4th place. Ryan Kuhn 1st, Travis Browder 2nd, 3rd place, belonging to Nathan Sylvia. Jason Russo making his way up to position 5, and Jack Watts sitting in position 6. Drivers very spread out. Joel Guy, David Casia running 2 laps down. Jason Russo, Jack Watts working their way around the lap traffic of the number 91 of Joel Guy. Spread out as these drivers are, it is pretty much driver against the track. And oftentimes, as I mentioned, that is a lot better. Gary Whitmer with his nose down to that asphalt. Advancing his position up to 9th position from 18th on his start. And he will be approaching the slower traffic, I do believe, of Joel Guy here on lap 23 of 75. Gary Whitmer running up to 167, 169. Passing Joel Guy on the outside, 179, 180. Backing her down at 183 miles per hour. Abe Bowden in the number 74 falling to 11th place from his 5th position start. Showing some pretty good amount of a right side scraping there on the right side of that 74. Going to have to call in a new painter there for the number 74. A little bit of a crinkled hood as well, but not really seemingly affecting the aerodynamics of the number 74 Skittle Mobile. Donald Stewart in the number 78 supporting the Boston Red Sox in a Chevy Silverado tonight. Started 7th, falling to position 12 on lap 25. Really impressed, folks. These gentlemen tonight have already gotten into more of a green flag run than they did last night. But my goodness, looking at the rear end of the Donald Stewart number 78, pretty good amount of rear damage. Making the Boston Red Sox looking like the Boston Red Booties or something or the other right there. The ass end of the Chevy Silverado caved in. Now that one there is going to probably affect a little bit of performance out here tonight. David Casey currently is in 16th position. He started 12th, looking very sharp in the number 20 General. Running his line, pulling lap times of 54.7s as he's trying to chase down the number 78 of Donald Stewart. Tyler Chalk off to the hauler along with Jacob Trent Bradford. Hoping to see some green flag pit stops out here tonight. Didn't see any last night in Area 1. David Casey making a little bit of time on the number 78 of Donald Stewart. Checking in with Ronald Klein, still is in 4th position. Looking very sharp out there in the RTK Motorsports Chevy Silverado. Checking in with Travis Browder. Travis Browder currently is in second place position. Unfortunately, Mitchell Reeves getting into trouble. Didn't see him out there on that track. Tough break there for Mitchell Reeves. Ryan Kuhn leading 13 laps, starting second out here tonight. As I mentioned, it is the Ryan Kuhn and the Travis Browder show. Nathan Sylvia in third position. Ronald Klein sitting back in fourth position, but he's quite a bit off of that pace. Jack Watts back in position 6. Jason Russo, 5th position. Lap 29 of 75, 1 lead change, 2 cautions. It is like it's different from night and day last night, folks. Very impressed. Gary Whitmer moving his way up to 5th place position. Gary Whitmer with a fast lap of a 54.834, last lap 55.220. It is all about the line here at Pocono. It's all about the line at every track, guys, but here at Pocono, keeping an eye on the right front suspension of Gary Whitmer. He's up, he's down. Got to be very careful not to take her down too far. Going to jump over to that left front suspension. Got to keep an eye on the wall. If you drift too high, you're going into that wall. Gary Whitmer up to, should be about 183 when he peaks it out. 183, dropping her down. Keeping those tires well away from the rumble strip here at Pocono. Jason Russo opting up for a little bit of a more higher line. That'll put Jason Russo out there in that first place position. Alrighty, we must have missed a pit stop there, I do believe, by Travis Browder, ducking in and out of pit row. That'll put Jason Russo up on that front line. Jason Russo leading her first lap. Travis Browder bearing down on the 125, obviously on some fresh tires. Well, darn, I missed the green flag pit stop there by Travis Browder. Sneaky little fella right there. Travis Browder, Ryan Kuhn, running out with a fast lap of a 53.928. Checking in with Jason Russo, possibly nearing his pit window. Drivers were looking at about 34, 36 laps out here on a fuel run. Still not going to have enough to get to the green flag finish. Even for Travis, they will have to pit in one more time. Just not going to have enough fuel out here. A lot of spacing out here tonight. This long green flag run, folks. It has spread this field out. And you know, that is honestly where a lot of the drivers spent most of their practice out here at Pocono. Running solo lines, tweaking the Silverados, tweaking the Toyota Tundras. You know, so last night they weren't getting into trouble on the solo runs. They were getting into trouble on the restarts and the starts. Now that these drivers have spread apart as they have, We could go green flag all the way out here tonight, minus the 2 cautions early on, but still, what a great job out here tonight. Nathan Sylvia back in 7th place position. Now he started 3rd. Down to 153 into that corner, 154, 152. He's getting ready to come up onto some slower traffic. Looks like the boys are duking it out in front of Nathan Sylvia. Hey, big shout out there to Chris Hogue and Paul Pellizer, Becky out there. Wow, big whip around by Nathan Sylvia. All right, we're going to check out our current running order. Jason Russo, Fred Hofstetter up there too. Position 1, Ronald Hartfield. Position 3, Donald Stewart. Ryan Kuhn, Travis Browder. Gary Whitmer Jr. still on that lead lap. Position 13, Darren Reason, David Casey, Danny Rudy, 1 lap down. Gary Whitmer plugging right along. Jason Russo leading 5 laps. Frederick Hofstetter back there in position 2, driving the Valvoline Silverado. Now he started out here in 15th position tonight. Position 3, I do believe, belonging to the number 15 of Ronald Hartfield. He started out 8th. And he's got a mighty long distance back there with 4th place. That's quite a few stones throw away. So these top 3 drivers signed, well, nothing signed, sold, and delivered, but I'll tell you what, long as they keep it together out here, hey, we've got green flag pit stops with Ronald Hartfield. Ronald Hartfield in pit row on lap 36, green flag stuff. Taking the rights, taking the lefts. We've got drivers peeling out of pit row. Jason Russo exiting his pit row safe and sound. Ronald Hartfield working his way up onto that track. You notice there's not much of an apron there. You pretty much got to get in and out of pit row and back up onto that track. And make sure you don't get run over in the process. Ronald Hartfield, green flag pit stop, lap 35. We're on 36. Much better racing out here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, checking in on a few other drivers. Jack Watts sitting in 6th position. Ryan Kuhn back into 2nd position. Travis Browder sitting in 3rd. Nathan Sylvia, 4th position. 5th position belonging to Lee Ryerson Jr. Lee Ryerson Jr. into pit row for his green flag pit stop. Loving the Angels Never Die, number 125. Big shout out there to Pad, People Against Distracted Driving, Lee Ryerson, showing his love for Nikki Clenny in the Angels Never Die, remembering Nikki. Lee Ryerson with a green flag pit stop. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I just do not know what to think. We have seen more green flag action tonight, more green flag racing out here tonight. 37 to go. 4 lead changes, 2 cautions. Lee Ryerson having trouble getting out of pit row. Hang on to her, buddy. That white rumble strip, it is not your friend. Checking in on Jason Russo, racing hard with the number 76 of Ronald T. Klein. Ronald T. Klein leaving that inside door open. Jason Russo flying past RTK Motorsports. Ooh, but here comes Ronald Klein right back at you, brother. Good racing right here, folks, with Jason Russo, Ronald Klein. Brad Ream. Following the boss man of RTK Motorsports, Ronald Klein. Going to throw in a plug there for RTK Motorsports. They are looking for one more driver to join up with RTK Motorsports. Ronald Klein, Brad Ream, sub-team of KMA Racing, much like Edward Bray and Lee Staples with Black Talon. Paul Pellizier with Jason Russo and 2 other members representing Kickin' Asphalt. Hopefully we'll see Paul out there on Friday. Big shout out there to Paul, helping these drivers find their way around the Monday and Fridays by being the mechanic. Big shout out there to Paul. RTK Motorsports, Ronald Klein trying to chase down Jason Russo. That'd be pretty cool if RTK could pull out a position 1 and 2. Jason Russo currently is in 5th position. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to do a side-by-side commercial break. We'll be back with you here in about 30 seconds. Jason Russo all over the rear end of Jack Watts. Jack Watts in the 77 leaving that door open, and Jason Russo's going to take a run on that inside lane around Jack Watts. Hey, but big shout out there to Jack Watts showing his support for Pad. Jack Watts currently is in 5th place position. Dropping back, taking a look at a couple of our other drivers out here tonight. Darren Reason started out 13th, currently is in 16th position. Representing Dangler Brothers Racing. Darren Reason, a good friend of Brad Ream. A little bit of real-life racing experience there with Dangler Brothers. Darren Reason, 13th position. 0 laps led, but still on the original vehicle out here tonight, keeping it safe, playing it safe. Ryan Kuhn, our current race leader. Nathan Sylvia in 3rd place. Has yet to lead any laps, but doing a very good job out here. Travis Browder up there in position 2. Ryan Kuhn running for his life on 43 of 75, 32 to go. Welcome to the Travis and Ryan show here on TNT Tuesday, Tuesday Night Trucks. Might have to change it to TNR. Travis and Ryan. Both of these drivers, young drivers. I do believe Ryan Kuhn about 16, 17 years old. Travis Browder sitting at about 22 or 23. Running circles around the old guys out here tonight at Pocono. Nathan Sylvia, another young driver. Jason Russo, 4th. Ronald Klein, Brad Ream, 5th and 6th. Abe Bowden still in 7th position. Travis making a run onto that inside. Travis Browder taking point on lap 44. Copy that, Paul Pellizier. We will see to it that that gets taken care of. Enjoy your night out there at the State Fair. Big shout out there to Chris Hogue. Hoping to see Chris Hogue out there on Friday night. Big shout out there to Becky. Gary Whitmer still doing a very good job out here tonight. Gary Whitmer currently is in 12th position. Gary Whitmer side by side with the number 20 of Dave Acacia. Gary Whitmer finding a little bit of luck out here tonight. Already advancing his positions up 8 from 18th to 10th. We're down to just about 29 laps to go. Only 2 cautions out here tonight. Well, I tell you what, Paul, Chris, I'm not sure what the actual change was in tonight's race, but whatever the drivers did, whatever the admins did, whatever I did, I tell you what, I am very impressed with the, it is like night and day out here from last night about this time. A little bit of distance developing between RTK Brad Ream and RTK Ronald Klein, still trying to make their way up to Jason Russo. Jason Russo sitting in 4th place position. Nathan Sylvia, 2nd place position. And of course, we have got Travis and Ryan up there battling it out for P1 and P2. Travis hoping he's going to bring her home tonight. Travis has had a really good week this week. Had a very good run at Darlington, very good run at Dover. Under green flag circumstances, unless they screw up a pit stop, unless they miscalculate a fuel load, unless they blow out a tire or take each other out, we could very seriously see Travis Browder and Ryan Kuhn bringing her home tonight. Ronald Hartfeld still solid as a rock. He started 8th, currently is in 8th. Hey, we're going to call that a good thing right there. Running solo out here on lap 48. Joel Guy 4 laps down behind the race leader, but I tell you what, he is not giving up out here. And Joel Guy certainly should not give up. He's driving the number 91 showing his support for the United States Marines. Big shout out there to Joel Guy. Joel Guy was in the United States Marine Corps back in the day. Showing some left side damage up there. Might be affecting his performance, but he's also showing purple pride out there for Nikki Kaleni and Pad. So a big shout out there to Joel Guy. Ryan Kuhn, Travis Browder just moseying their way around this speedway. Side-by-side action with Travis Browder, Ryan Kuhn. Lee Ryerson Jr., 1 lap down, currently 14th. Started out 19th. Still doing a good job, though. Jack Watts, unfortunately, out for the night. Jack Watts taking it to the hauler. Frederick Hofstetter currently is in 10th position. Started out 15th. Still working his way around this track. Drivers have spread out considerably. Number 78 of Donald Stewart out there flying solo as well. Currently 12th of 7th. What a change getting out of that pack racing gets you. Gary Whitmer moving up to position 9. Still battling it out with David Casia. "23 laps to go, 6 lead changes, 2 cautions." Gary Whitmer behind the leader, 34.5 seconds. Now keep in mind, this is a 53-second track. So Gary's not in any danger of falling a lap down as long as he keeps a steady pace for the remaining 23 laps. That'll be a very good finish for Gary out here if he does finish up in 9th place position, but David Casia trying to work his way around Gary Whitmer. David Casia actually is behind the leader 1 lap, so no competition there for Gary Whitmer, with David Casia being 1 lap down. Nathan Sylvia holding very solid up there in that 3rd place position. Last lap of a 55.361, well above his fast lap of a 53.857. Acquiring that on his run out of pit row with 4 brand new BF Goodrich. Started out 3rd, Nathan Sylvia currently in 2nd place. Travis Browder completing his green flag pit stop, getting back up onto that track. So now we do know for sure Travis Browder on brand new tires just out of pit row. Ryan Kuhn making his way into pit row here on lap 53. Green flag pit stops for the number 72 of Ryan Kuhn. Look at a little bit of right side damage on that 72. Love taps getting it fixed. 72 will be working his way out of pit row. Abe Bowden out of pit row. Lee Ryerson out of pit row. Green flag pit stops here on lap 54, and away goes the number 72 of Ryan Kuhn. Abe Bowden. Now this is where Abe Bowden is very solid. He is fresh out of pit row. He is fueled up, geared up, jazzed up, jacked up. Abe Bowden racing the rainbow now, baby. Abe Bowden currently is in position 11th. He's got a long way to go. After green flag pit stops, let's catch up with our updated running order. Ryan Kuhn, Nathan Sylvia, positions 1 and 3. Travis Browder in 2nd. Frederick Hofstetter up to 4th. Donald Stewart 5th. Jason Russo 6th. Ronald Klein 7th. Gary Whitmer in 10th. Frederick Hofstetter, 4th position, behind the leader, 21 seconds. That's a long way to go around this Pocono track when you've only got 20 to go. Now Travis Browder, he is 3.7 seconds back, currently is in 2nd position. In car with Ryan Kuhn, 19 to go. It's the Ryan and Travis show out here at Pocono. Ryan Kuhn will be approaching some lap traffic up here, and Ryan Kuhn in a very fast vehicle out here tonight. Ryan Kuhn sawing on that wheel like a lumberjack out in North Dakota. I tell you what, I have to buy this young man some pancakes. Up on the wall, down into the corner, hitting that apex. Sliding up a little bit. Don't hit the wall, brother. What timing right there as he is going to pass the Angels Never Die, number 125. But a big shout out there to Lee Ryerson supporting Pad. Lee's going to make him work for it, though. Lee's going to make him work for it. Ryan Kuhn working his way around the number 125 of Lee Ryerson, taken back with Travis now. Travis 3.2 seconds back. Nathan Sylvia sitting in 3rd place position. Nathan Sylvia 16 seconds back off of our race leader. Position 4, Fred Hofstetter. Jason Russo, position 5. Donald Stewart, position 6. Brad Ream, 7th position. Brad Ream holding very steady out here tonight. 35 seconds back off of our race leader. Big shout out there to Edward Bray. I tell you what, Edward Bray, giving you a race update. We have had 6 lead changes, 2 cautions. Yes, sir, brother. You heard it correct. 2 cautions. A very impressive race out here tonight. It has been the Travis and Ryan show most of the evening, side-by-side action there with Travis. Working his way around the 125, the number 90, the 125. Travis Browder still holding it 3 seconds behind our race leader, Ryan Kuhn, out there in front line with 16 to go. Ryan Kuhn leading 32 laps out here tonight. "60 laps in the books. 2 cautions. Amazing job out here tonight, folks." Every time Ryan gets on that corner right there, he skills just scares the heebies out of me. But he is in complete control. Being very careful not to pop down on that rumble strip. It's all about the line out here. One more time, dropping her down to that inside lane. Flirting with that white. Saw that car bounce right there. That truck bounced just a hair. Slightest tap. But that is something we saw a lot of last night, folks. Several drivers getting down onto that white rumble strip. It'll grab hold of those Goodyears, and it'll rock you like a boat in the middle of a lake. Checking in on a few other drivers out here. Looking at the number 20 of David Casia. Started 12th. Currently in 13th, so we'll call that batting just about a 500 right there. Lee Ryerson Jr. 2 laps down, and the Angels never die, but still doing a good job out here tonight. Position of 14. Gary Whitmer Jr. holding very solid in 10th position. Big shout out there to Gary and Mom and Dad Whitmer. Feeling pretty proud of Gary Whitmer Jr. Jason Russo putting on a great show tonight, working his way around the slower traffic. Jason Russo currently is in 5th position, working his way around. Danny Rudy in the number 11. Big shout out there to Danny Rudy, Dan's Top Notch Heating and Air Conditioning. Danny Rudy showing a little bit roughed up damage there on that passenger side. Now Danny is 3 laps down, so at this point in time, not really sure that that is his top priority, worrying about a little bit of scuffed up paint. "12 to go, ladies and gentlemen." Joel Guy, 4 laps down. Jack Watts out for the night. Mitchell Reeves, 41 laps down. Still not sure what happened to Mitchell Reeves. Danny Rudy, well below race speed. A little bit of damage out there, slowing him down. Ronald Klein, RTK Motorsports, currently is in 7th position. Now RTK started up here in 10th tonight, and after 64 laps, worked his way up to position 7. Ryan Kuhn, Travis Browder, Nathan Sylvia, Jason Russo. Our top 4, Donald Stewart. Donald Stewart up there too, 5th position. Big shout out there to Donald Stewart. Brad Ream, RTK sitting in position 6. RTK Ronald Klein, position 7. I tell you what, RTK doing a great job out here tonight. Big shout out to both of the RTK Motorsport drivers. Brad Ream approaching slower traffic. Working his way around up to the outside lane. Gonna pass. Danny Rudy in the number 11 on that outside lane. Staying up high, clearing back down to the inside. You can see the rubber down on this track tonight. We didn't see that much rubber last night other than the skid marks out there. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, this is green flag rubber. This is what green flag rubber at Pocono looks like. Abe Bowden currently is in 10th position. Still out here racing the rainbow. He started out 5th tonight. But I tell you what, Abe Bowden doing a fantastic job out here. All these drivers tonight, very impressed with. Frederick Hofstetter in the Valvoline Chevy Silverado. Currently he's in 11th position. Looking at about 9 minutes to go for Travis Browder to get caught back up to that race lead. Two seconds behind our race leader, Nathan Sylvia, in 3rd position, 16 seconds back. Ryan Kuhn in the number 72 M&M's Toyota getting her done out here tonight. But it is not over till it is over. Many things can still happen out here, but we've got our fingers crossed that Pocono will go down to only 2 cautions. And I'll tell you what, guys, gives me really high hopes up here for Friday night. Well, Friday night, we're back to that open set. Mechanics are going to be working hard on those sets. And I tell you what, I asked a lot of drivers last night, what are you going to take away from last night's race and bring over to tonight's race? And I don't know what it was they brought, but they need to bring it here Friday. If we are reaching speeds of 183 going down these long chutes here at Pocono, well, Friday we could top out at just over 200 miles per hour. The Gen 6, the Cup cars, the Chevy SS, the Ford Fusion, Toyota, Camry, very powerful cars. There'll be a lot of fun out there Friday night, assuming these guys can bring whatever they brought tonight. I do think the main key to tonight's successful race, though, was allowing the drivers, the drivers for the pack to stretch out. Once they got out of that pack, they were able to get out here, do their thing. They spent a lot of time this week practicing solo, but not a lot of time practicing out there in that pack. Looking at our running order, with 7 to go, Ryan Kuhn, Travis Browder, Nathan Sylvia, Donald Stewart. Very impressed with Donald Stewart tonight. Jason Russo in 5th, Brad Ream, Ronald Klein, Ronald Hartfeld in 8th, Gary Whitmer Jr. up to 9th, Abe Bowden sitting in 10th position. Frederick Hofstetter, first driver. He is 2 laps down, along with Darren Reason, David Casey, Lee Ryerson Jr., 3 down, Danny Rudy, 3 down, Joel Guy falling to 5 laps down. 4 drivers out for tonight's race. Number 72 of Ryan Kuhn, just about ready to put Abe Bowden 1 lap down. We'll see if Abe Bowden gives him a hard time about it. Ryan Kuhn, our race leader, looking at about 5 laps to get her done. This is week 2 of a 15-week series. Next week we are traveling down to Michigan. A little bit of a hair raiser right there is the number 72 trying to work his way around the number 74. Now, Abe Bowden is fighting to stay on that lead lap. He's got a right to fight. Abe Bowden, not sure if he submitted, lost grip. Nonetheless, Ryan Kuhn working his way around Abe Bowden. Lap 70 of 75. 5 to go. 6 lead changes, 2 cautions. That will put Abe Bowden 1 lap down. Travis Browder 1.2 seconds back off of our race leader with 4 to go. Now at this point in time, Travis has been working hard. Not sure the condition of his tire wear. He's pulling it up to 1. Ooh, no, Travis. Bad Travis into the wall. Ooh, that just may have dashed the win tonight for Travis Browder. Now we were just getting ready to talk about those pesky tires. And right there, Travis getting hard and heavy. Those tires are getting slick. Travis Browder up into that wall. Well, that's not too good, folks. Travis Browder was at 1.1 back. Right now, he's struggling at 1.6 back. That just may ensure Ryan Kuhn the win out here tonight. Travis Browder, 1.6, just cannot seem to get that bite back. Now Nathan Sylvia is sitting back in 3rd place position, but he's back there 16 seconds off of our race leader. So Nathan will not catch Travis Browder pending a late caution. Had my hopes up there for Travis Browder, but I tell you what, he has ran a brilliant race out here tonight. Gary Whitmer, solid 9th position. Abe Bowden, first driver, a lap down, sitting in position 10. Ryan Kuhn working his way around the lap traffic of the number 11 of Danny Rudy. Ryan Kuhn being very careful not to hit those white rumble strips. They were a pesky little booger last night. At this point in time, Ryan just has to bring her home. We're looking at just about 6 more miles to get her done. Again, going up into that wall, he just scares the heck out of me every time he gets up there on that wall that close. But what he's trying to do, folks, he's trying to get as much pull off that wall as he possibly can. 74 of 75 in the books. 1 to go. Ryan Kuhn working his way around slower traffic. He will be getting her done tonight here at Pocono. Very impressed with this young man. Ryan Kuhn dominating out here tonight at Pocono. Ryan Kuhn taking his victory lap 75 of 75. Big shout out there to Ryan Kuhn. All right, hang out, ladies and gentlemen. And we are going to get a chat in with tonight's winner and tonight's 2nd place position, Travis Browder, and the 3rd place position belonging to I do believe Nathan Sylvia out here tonight, but Ryan Kuhn leading over half of tonight's race. Big shout out there to Ryan Kuhn. How about it, Nathan Sylvia? Have you got a copy, sir?
Yes, sir.
What a night out here for you. Talk to me about your night.
Overall, it was a pretty good night. Green flag pit stops with no problem. On that, I think it was like, I ran like 10 laps after my first pit stop, and I smacked the wall, and after I smacked the wall, I kind of lost contention to win the race since I fought back 9 seconds, and then the pit stop I did was excellent, but I dropped back to like 17 seconds off the leader, so I had no chance to win it. But overall, it was pretty good.
All right, well, congratulations there to Nathan Sylvia. You started up front. You finished up front. Good job, Nathan.
Thank you.
How about it, Ryan Kuhn? Have you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
All righty, you did an awesome job tonight winning out. But first, we got to talk to Travis. Travis, have you got a copy, sir?
Hey, Scott. Hey, Scott. I didn't mean to exit out my truck, but it was a good race. How are you?
I'm doing good. I had a lot of fun up here tonight, Travis, but talk to me about that last lap. I was just getting ready to talk about tire wear and how Travis might be burning them off, and we saw you drift up. You kissed the wall a little bit, and you went from 1.1 back to 1.6 back. Talk to me about what was going on right there.
I was giving everything I had to try to catch Ryan, but I was trying everything I could. Had a lot of fun. I tell you, me and Ryan were just going at it the whole race. Good, clean, hard racing, and oh man, it was a lot of fun.
All righty, well, you did a great job, but the man of the hour is Ryan Kuhn.
Yes, sir.
Well, you obviously know what you're doing out here. We called it the Ryan and Travis show tonight. You led 48 laps. What do you think the difference was from last night's race to tonight's race?
Honestly, from tonight's race, I noticed there was a lot less tire wear than it was yesterday. I noticed that on the last run. I was like, there's not that much tire wear. Let's try and take two. And what do you know? It worked. It was pretty good. So we took two. Got that track position up front. And actually, right after Travis pitted, we pounded the wall off one. And that's probably the only reason why we took two. But yeah, one heck of a race tonight. And Travis maybe drive the wheels off that one. I mean, I was running hard. I was running hard. That was good racing, clean racing with Travis the whole race, and man, that was awesome. That was a lot of fun.
All righty, well, it was the night of the younger fellas out here tonight getting her done. Getting her done. All right, are you excited about Friday now?
I'm actually not gonna be here Friday. I got a real life legend race to go to, so see if we can pick one up there too.
All righty, copy that. Good luck to you, sir, and congratulations to Ryan, Nathan, and Travis.
Thank you. Good race with you, Ryan.
Good race with you, Travis.
I tell you what, folks, what good racing indeed. These drivers doing a great job out here tonight. 6 lead changes, 2 cautions totaling 8 laps, green flag pit stops. We're going to take a look at those race results, ladies and gentlemen, and then we are going to sign out of here. Appreciate you hanging out with us, folks, and we will catch you Friday night for race 2 on the Friday night series at Pocono. Good night, ladies and gentlemen.